Hi friends, a warm welcome back to SAP Cloud Platform, Cloud Foundry and Business Application Studio tutorials. Hope you all know me. This is Venkat Karthik Suman and I am UI5 Theory Trainer for past 7 years. I'm going to start online sessions from 26 September on SAP's latest tool for UI5 development called as Business Application Studio. Hi. Here I'm going to discuss about the next episode, which is to create the first SAP UI5 project using the Business Application Studio. So let me go back to where I left in the previous episode. Here, as I told you, that max 2 dev spaces can be created and only one must be running at a time. So if you want to run another dev space, you have to stop one dev space. Now already there is a dev space running, so let me click on that dev space which opens the Business Application Studio. In this Business Application Studio, the example what I'm going to provide is to show the products of Northwind OData services. As you know that the Northwind destination must be configured in the Cloud Platform destination. So here in the Cloud Platform, I have already configured the Northwind destination. So the name, description, URL, same what we give in when we are working with the Web IDE. So the only thing we have to configure is the additional property HTML5.dynamic destination, which must be put as true. There is no drop down to manually add it. The other things are similar to what we used to configure the Web IDE enabled, Web IDE system and Web IDE usage. After doing it, you can click on check connection, which becomes the green, which is true. So let me go back to the Business Application Studio. Now we are going to connect the Business Application Studio to the Cloud Platform or Cloud Foundry by pressing the Ctrl+Shift+P on your keyboard, which opens the command window. Here you can type cf:/login, which pops up the login to Cloud Foundry. So once you enter the credentials, it asks you for the select organization. You select the trial organization which is there here in the cloud destinations, in the SAP Cloud Platform, the global account. Then after selecting the global account, it will ask you for the space. So there in the trial we have the dev space which we have accessed and created this destination. So we can click on the dev space. Once it gets connected, you will get a message like saying this organization has been set, and you can see on the top down the targeting Cloud Foundry is set to the account, global account and the sub account and the dev space. Now let us even open the workspace. When you click on open workspace, you can select indicating that we are now in the workspace. To start a project, we can click on create project from template. Now we are going to consume the Northwind products in this current project. Now specify a target folder path is mandatory, and here you can choose the SAP Fiori Freestyle project generator and click next. In the select the target runtime environment, we can select the Cloud Foundry, that means it is our Cloud Platform, Cloud Foundry, and then you can select a simple or basic SAP UI5 application and you can click next. In the enter project name, you can provide the project name as the SAP UI5 Project 1 Northwind. You can click next. In the HTML5 application runtime, it will ask you for select your HTML5 application. We can select the standalone app router and click next. In the enter an HTML5 web module name, you can enter any name. I'll just enter the app. I don't want any authentication. And the namespace, you can use any namespace. I'll use SAP Cloud Platform. SCP, and I'll click on next. Let the view name be view1. Here, do you want to add a data service? Yes. In the drop down, we select yes and we click on the next button. Now, the one what we have configured in the destinations will show here. When we select the My SAP, to display the list of options, you can see the Northwind system URL. And now you have to select I'm clicking on the next button. Now here, when it asks the project has been generated, what would you like to do with it? So open in new workspace. Now on the left side you can see the project got opened in the Explorer. Now if you open the web app, which is our HTML5 module, under that you can see the web app and all its structure similar to how we saw in the web IDE. It has a controller, it has the view. Now you can open the view in the layout editor. You can drag the code editor below the layout editor so that whatever you drag and drop onto the layout editor, the code will be updated. So let me select a list control. Let me drag and drop the list control onto the layout editor. You can see the code has been updated in the view. List item 1 in description text, let me set the template to the Northwind. Here I'll select the products and I click on bind. So once it gets bind, then the list item 1 and the description text we can change it to the product and the product ID and the name of it. So let me go to the list item 1, click on the bind element and let me select product ID by erasing it and by double click on it and click on bind, and then you can change the description as well. So I'll change the description to something like product name and click on the bind. Now, because of the auto save feature here, the code will be automatically saved, or else you can click on save all. Now we are almost done. It's time we need to run this application. To run the application, we have to click on the icon on the left side which says Run Configuration. Once you click on the Run Configuration, you have to add the web app module. So when you click on the plus button on the top, you can see what would you like to run. You click on the web app, this is our HTML5 module, and then which file is runnable, you need to select the index.html, and what is the version, you can select the latest version, and you can enter some random name here and you can press enter. On the left side, if you see, you're going to see the description is created. So before clicking on the play button, you have to connect the data source. Click on the plug icon, and when you click on the bind, you are going to see the destination which comes from the destination of SAP Cloud Platform. Click on the Northwind. Now the data source is binded. Now you can click on the Run module play button. First it opens the debug here on the left side. So once the debug starts, then it gives a message expose on a port number and open it. So you can see a service is listening to the port 3004. So you can click on expose and open. You can enter an optional description like say run, and you can click enter button. It opens in another window. You can see in the URL there is no port number. the port number is not visible. So this is how it says that the applications, the execution of the application, the output will be similar, looking like that you are running on a desktop. Now you can see that we got the application output. You can even see this in the network. You can inspect this in the network trace. You can open the browser's console in the network trace. Let me show you. Application and all its entity sets. That's it for today in this episode. In the next episode, I'm going to teach you how we can have the new entitlement, how to build and deploy your SAP Fiori app, and how to set up the cloud platform Launchpad service. If you have any questions, you can put it in the comment section so that I can respond, and you can drop your mobile number. Please don't forget that on 26th of September, I'm going to start the online sessions. If you like this video, please click on like and please share it to your friends who are in need of learning the Business Application Studio, which is completely different from the Web IDE tool. Thank you.